Well, hey guys, welcome back to another video. And today, I just want to talk about some characters that I think are very underrated in Honkai Star Rail. Because over the 1 year Honkai Star Rail been out, there have been so many hype characters on design and so powerful as well. We have characters that make your squishy units feel like they're actually tanky. We have characters that legit breaks the game. There are also these hybrid types units that have their main path but also glimpses of other paths to make them more desirable. We have characters that break the fundamental structure of the game, like how Sparkle changes skill point cap from 5 to 7, so that can implant any weakness based on what element you have. Wei and Akron legit ignores weakness break on their ultimate, like you get what I mean. There's so many broken characters that have so much broken mechanics that some character doesn't feel as desirable or can get the job done, but there's just other characters that can do it better because they kind of get overshadowed or the fact that no one really talks about them that much. So I thought it would be a fun idea to talk about some characters that I think are very underrated in my own opinion, of course, because Honkai Star Rail is not a game about what you don't have, it's more about who you have situation. Because in this game, you don't need the best of the best, it's more like who you like basically because it's a casual game. And one thing to be clear, when I talk about the characters, when I say they're underrated, I don't mean they're the best of the best, they're like number one in meta. They're just characters that I think are good, can get the job done, and if you have them and don't really have the meta option, they can definitely work. And I'm just gonna go through a few of them that I think are underrated. I won't go through all because that could be like a 31 hour long video legit. So if I miss any character that you guys think are underrated, let me know down in the comment section because I do read and reply to all my comments basically. And while you're at it, why not subscribe to my channel? Because legit, I'm so close to 800 subs, so if we can hit that, that'll be a massive W. And drop a like as well because it'll just make me a happy boy for sure. But alright, that's enough selling out like a slut. We should get started now. Alright, for the first character I want to talk about is Japar, because for one, ever since I made that Japar video, I just been more and more impressed every time I use Japar. And his shield are just so massive. The one downside about Japar though, the fact that he's slow at molasses. And Japar doesn't have a cleanse, so if you get CC'd, you're kind of boned. And he does get outshined by Fusion and now Aventurine. But once you get Japar going and the enemy doesn't have any way to CC you, Japar is legit a monster. Bro may be a shield bot, but our shield is still massive to have.
That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
Alright, moving on. Let's move on to the two free DPS characters we get at the start of the game, being Donghong regular and Serval. And the Eidolons are so accessible because you can get them either from the shop or legit. The amount of banners the two of them in is absurd, so you likely have a lot of Eidolons of them or a few of them. And like a downside with them is the fact that since they're 4-star DPS, they're eventually about to get outshined or already did got outshined like a 5-star DPS of that element or path. For someone like Donghong, if you don't have Blade or Black Swan, Wind is such a valuable element to have in MOC. Like the Wind element is very good because a lot of bosses are weak to Wind and it's just nice coverage to have, especially if you don't have those characters I just said. On Serval, same logic applies for like MOC as well, but the thing about Serval, when Honkai Star Rail first launched, I think Erudition and Destruction had like this identity crisis because it's unclear what Destruction and Erudition wanted to be. Because in Destruction, you have characters like Arlen and Hawk who basically had like mix of AoE and single target at the same time. And for Erudition, you have characters like Serval and Xing Shui, who's in Erudition, but instead of hitting everything, they hit like 3 enemies for like blast damage basically, which is perfect for MOC. Like for a free DPS, Serval is just freaking nuts. And for like the Destruction meta, those two are actually really solid. But now with Akron being out, and if you have Akron, there's like no reason to use Servals again. But to be fair, it's Akron, she's broken. Alright, for the next character I want to talk about is Yangsheng, because legit, Yangsheng, even though he got power creep, he's still actually not as bad as people say he is. But also, I'm not saying he's better than Jinglu, but the fact that if you need a DPS and you happen to get Yangsheng from losing 50-50s, he's still a DPS worth considering, especially if you don't have nothing else. Like he has access to swordplay, the 5-star simulated universe, like you can get the S5. Like Yangsheng good, but the problem with Yangsheng is like so easy to power creep Yangsheng because we've seen it already with Jinglu, and most likely there are gonna be more ice DPS on the way. And I don't think it helped bro street cred knowing that he keep taking L over and over again in his story. Like damn, bro can't catch a break.
In that case, I'll bring both of you to justice.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now!
Like, have you ever seen a character so beautiful, like legit peak character design? One of the hottest characters in the game, in my opinion. Got one of the coolest ultimate in the game, but made her a 4-star and legit power creeper with sparkle. Like, damn, why you have to do baby girl Hanya like that? But all jokes aside, Hanya is still very good. You can think of it like this: everything sparkle can do, Hanya can do, but on a smaller scale. Hanya can give you skill points, boost your attack and speed for one target to like kill point negative DPS like Genu, Clara, Imbibe Tournay, Dr. Ratio. Those characters will really appreciate the skill point and the boosted attack and speed. And not only just hyper carry teams like DOT teams, break effect unit really appreciate Hanya for sure. But like the downside with Hanya, for one, she had to compete with Asta, a free unit we get. Her attack and speed buff are based on her stats, so you need a lot of speed and attack on her. Like if you have her, especially like her Eidolon 4 and Eidolon 6, she actually really good. And plus, she's like one of the hardest characters in the game. Yeah, I said it. What you gonna do about it, you calf kiss him?
I am not a king, I am not a god, I am...
Alright, next character, we have the general himself, Genu, who is Honkai Star Rail most buff character indirectly. Like, Genu had its upside and downside, and now with Akron comes out, his value lessens. But to be fair, Akron power creep everything basically. Like, Genu is good, but for a limited 5-star nowadays, being good isn't enough because for how this power scaling up limited 5-star keep getting up and up and up. And not to help that, Genu is also the second limited 5-star to come out, so he's one of the older limited 5-star in the game, so he's kind of a little outdated. But at the same time, right, if you have him right and you don't have Akron, he can still be a very competitive option as well. Not as good as Akron, obviously. Good enough, so if you like him enough, invest in a team, get a good light going for him, he can still be a fine option. It's Genu. Oh, oh, you're fucked now. Oh, you're fucked. Boom! Woo! Yeah. Alright, for the sake of this video not being so ungodly long, this will be the last one we talk about, which is Clara. I mean, to be fair, we're basically playing as Sporog. But I'll be honest, I think Clara deserves so much more love. Because for one, she acts like a tank/bruiser type character with her counters, who can redirect damage to herself while also dealing out some respectful damage based on how much enemies on the field. And like, you don't even need to have she in a full defensive build. Like a full on damage build is so nice and she still feels so tanky. And like, it's so hard to power creep Clara because to power creep Clara, you legit have to make a carbon copy of she. You have to make Clara too. Or just let us play a Sporog, that'll work too. But like for her downside, right, her damage can really depend on how much enemies on the field. And there might be times where RNG like to fuck you in the ass by, even though you have the ultimate boosting aggro and Link's skill also boosting Clara aggro to legit hit your squishy opponent, that can suck. And if you have Clara on your team, you will not get the fastest clears, but your clears will be very comfy, especially if the MOC has enemies that are weak to physical. Put some respect on Clara's name. And yeah, that's basically about it for all the characters that I think are underrated and should get more love. And obviously, there might be some characters I didn't talk about that you guys think are underrated, so I would like to know who that is in the comment section. And since this is a casual game, with enough investment, you can legit beat all the hard content in the game. You can beat everything with the weakest character, the worst character, the mediocre character, and especially the fun and broken characters. Am I right? And yeah, that's about it, because with all that said, I think that everything I want to talk about for today's video. So thanks for watching, I do appreciate you for sure, and let me know what I should do next, and let me know what you guys think, what to say, because I read and respond to all my comments. And of course, follow me on all my social media, either in the link in the description or the pinned comment, and join my Discord server and be a part of my community, because it'll just make me a happy boy for sure. But before I wrap up, I just want to thank you guys for the last few videos, because they've been going crazy. Not crazy blow, but they've been doing good, so thank you guys for that. It really does mean a lot to me, and best of luck for you guys that are going for Jingle or Venturing, because the banner should be out now, and both options are just really solid. So whoever you decide to go for, or you skipping for Buddha or Robin, I respect it and wish you best of luck for sure. And with all that said, take care, love you guys, and I'll see you on the next video. Goodbye.